In last session, we have to completed the external skeleton of modern periodic table. Today, we are going to discuss about the gradation of various chemical properties within a period and groups of a modern periodic table. So, first of all, we are going to discuss about what is meant by the gradation. It's okay. Gradation means there is a slightly change in a chemical properties whenever we are going to move from left to right in a period and from top to bottom within a group. ज्यावेळेस आपण मॉडर्न पिरियडिक टेबल मधील आवर्तनामध्ये डावीकडून उजवीकडे सरकत जातो तेव्हा प्रत्येक एलिमेंटच्या केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज स्लोली चेंज होत जातात, बदलत जातात आणि त्या कशा बदलतात याच्याविषयी आज आपण समजून घेणार आहोत. तसेच घरामध्ये सुद्धा ज्या काही रासायनिक प्रॉपर्टीज आहेत तर त्या कुठल्या पद्धतीने बदलत जातात याच्याविषयी आपण जाणून घेणार आहोत. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय द ग्रेडिएशन? Gradation of chemical properties. So, okay, you have to complete that word properties. Then, whenever we are going to study the modern periodic table, at that time we have to categorize into the various ways the elements. First of all, the P block, S block, P block, then D block, A block. It's okay. Now we have to study what are the merits of modern periodic table. That in modern periodic table, metals, non-metals, and metalloids are well segregated, well separated. So at the left hand side, we have to mention in that lecture, at the left hand side, all the metals are going to be situated. At the right hand side, all the non-metals are going to be situated. And metals and non-metals are going to be segregated by means of a zigzag line. That are the, therefore, a particular trend we have to observe. It's okay. First of all, when we study the modern periodic table, we observe that two close elements have near about similar chemical properties. Whenever we are going to consider about lithium and barium, these two elements are closely related properties, chemical properties. Okay. And whenever we are going to study about the lithium, barium, and last one is a neon or oxygen, carbon from that period. At that time, what's up? There is slightly differences in between the chemical properties. Means there are short differences in the nearer element. While we are going to discuss any two further elements, there is a vast difference in between their properties. So gradation is nothing but the slightly changing inner chemical properties in between the elements is called as a gradation. So gradation is nothing but the chemical properties are going to be slightly changing whenever we are going to move in a period from left to right and from roof top to bottom. So whatever we have to observe that uh, in period or group, any two elements situated close to each other, having nearly similar chemical properties. And what are the next observation? In the same group or same period, if we are going to consider two elements which are further from each other, they have a distinct chemical properties. That is, in period or group, in two elements which are situated further from each other, they produces distinct chemical properties. For example, whenever we are going to discuss about the second period, whatever the lithium and beryllium, lithium and beryllium, both are metals. They are highly reactive metals. It is a alkali metal. Is alkaline earth metal. Okay. Both are soft, highly reactive, vigorously reacts with oxygen, vigorously reacts with water vapor, fire catching. That's okay. Now, these elements have near about similar chemical properties. But whenever we are going to discuss about the chemical properties of lithium, and we are going to discuss about the chemical property in the same period about the fluorine. At that time, what are the differences in between them? Fluorine belongs to non-metal. Lithium is a metal. It's okay. Its valence is positive one. Fluorine's valence is negative one. It's okay. Means there is a one difference in between the lithium and fluorine. So okay, what are the similarity? That is lithium and beryllium are metals. They are reactive metals. Ability to donate electrons and form positive ions. These are the properties, chemical properties. Whenever we are going to discuss about the atomic size or atomic size, then there is slight change. There is a slight difference in between the atomic size. That is atomic size of lithium. Atomic size of lithium is slightly greater than the atomic size of beryllium. It's okay. These are two elements which are situated close to each other within a period. That's okay. Now we are going to discuss another pair. What are the pair? I am going to discuss about the pair lithium, that is Li, and fluorine. Okay, fluorine. Fluorine. Now, whenever we are going to discuss about the chemical properties, if we are going to compare, first of all, lithium is a metal, fluorine is non-metal, is solid in state, it is gaseous in state. It's okay. It is going to be a donate electron, with valency positive one. Now have a accept electron, valency negative one. So metal, non-metal, solid, gaseous, donate electron with valency 1, accept electron. It is the most electropositive. It is most electropositive element. Most electropositive element. It is most electronegative element. So means whenever we are going to compare the two elements which are close to each other, which are situated close to each other within a period, at that time there is a slightly difference in between the chemical properties. But whenever we are going to discuss those elements which are situated farther from each other, I have to take the element of period second, that is lithium, and the second last, that is the 17th group element, that is fluorine. Whenever we are going to compare their chemical properties, there is a vast difference. It's okay. Means complete property is going to be changes. Similar from that period, that is metal, here is non-metal. Solid, here is gas. Donate electron, one electron, positive charge. Accept electron, negative ion is going to be formed. It's okay, balance is 1, but positive 1, negative 1. Means opposite we have to observe here. And this is nothing but the trend of the chemical properties of the elements in a period and in a group. Similarly, if we are going to consider about the any two elements belongs to any group, and we are going to compare the chemical properties, this is also there is slight change is going to be observed. If we are going to consider about the first group, it's okay. What are the first group? Yes. Similarly, when we consider first group and from the first group, if we are going to consider lithium and sodium, what is the lithium? Atomic number is 3. Atomic number 3. Sodium atomic number is 11. So okay. If we are going to consider about them, both are metal. Metal. So there is a reactive metal. Reactive element. sodium is more reactive than lithium. It's okay. What about the atomic radius? Atomic radius slightly less than atomic radius. It's okay. That is atomic radius, atomic size of sodium is slightly greater than the atomic size of lithium. Means there is a slightly change in between these two elements. It's okay. Now we are going to consider those elements which are further from each other. It's okay. They आपल्या एकमेकांपासून. Now we are going to discuss those two elements which are farther away from each other. So here is a lithium and the other we are going to is cesium. Cesium. So the atomic number of lithium is equals to 3 and cesium having atomic number 55. Atomic number 55. If we are going to compare the chemical properties, it is reactive. It is highly reactive. Cesium is a highly reactive. Okay. The IP value, ionization potential value, is quite atomic size too much less of lithium. Atomic size of lithium is too much less than the atomic size of that is cesium. Sorry, here is cesium. Atomic size of lithium means again atomic size cesiumची अतिशय मोठी आहे. ती काय ते आपण पुढे ज्यावेळेस आपण पिरियडिक टेन ज्यावेळेस प्रत्येक प्रॉपर्टी आपण डिस्कस करू त्यावेळेस आपण ते लिहून घेऊया की नेमकी ॲटॉमिक साईज जास्त काय ॲटॉमिक साईज कमी काय त्याच्याविषयी आपण तिथं डिस्कस करणार आहोत. ॲटॉमिक साईज लिथियमची अतिशय कमी आहे कंपॅरेटिव्ह टू द cesium. Then the energy required to pull up the external valence or outermost valence electron is quite larger in a lithium than the cesium. Cesium easily donates its electron, outermost electron. cesium त्याच्या outermost कक्षेमध्ये असलेला इलेक्ट्रॉन अतिशय सहजपणे देऊन टाकतो. आणि याचा जर कंपॅरिझन केलं तर लिथियम एवढ्या सहजासहजी आपल्या म्हणजे त्यांच्या दोघांमध्ये आता जसं हा आउटरमोस्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन घेणं म्हणजे काय तर साधा रस्सीखेचचा सामना. तर लिथियम आपला एक इलेक्ट्रॉन देताना समोरच्या एलिमेंटच्या ॲटमला जास्त ताकद लावायला लावतो. तुलनेमध्ये हा जो सेसियमचा जो इलेक्ट्रॉन आहे, सेसियमचा जो ॲटम आहे तो कमी ताकदीमध्ये आपला इलेक्ट्रॉन सोडून मोकळा होतो. दिस इज द भाग डिफरन्स. मीन्स whenever we are going to compare the nearer element within a group and farther element within a group, at that time there is a slightly change in a chemical properties, but whenever the farther elements we compare, at that time their chemical properties have a vast differences. Thus the differences are directly occurs. They directly arise होतात का तर नाही. They are going to get changes slightly when we move from left to right, when we move from top to bottom, and this tendency of changing the chemical properties of the elements when we move from top to bottom and left to right is called as a gradation. radiation means the tendency of changing the chemical properties when we move from left to right within a period, from top to bottom within a group, uh, is called as a radiation. So, okay, so I am going to define the tendency of changing chemical properties of elements within a period when we move left to right and within a group, when we move top to bottom, the tendency of slightly changing is slightly changing chemical properties of the elements within a period when we move left to right and within a group when we move top to bottom is called as radiation or periodic trend. It's okay. So in this standard, we are going to discuss mainly three properties or three periodic terms. In next standard, you have to detail discuss about the periodic trend of the various chemical properties. In this standard, we have to generally discuss about 3 to 4 periodic trends. That is, first of all, first, the atomic radius. First periodic trend we are going to discuss, that is atomic radius. atomic radius अणुत्रिज्या. ठीक है, atomic radius म्हणजे काय? अणुत्रिज्या. आपण अणुत्रिज्या डिस्कस करणार आहोत. So what is meant by the atomic radius? Here is the atom, here is the nucleus, central form. So, okay, and here is the outer shell. If I am going to consider about sodium, it's 11. Sodium belongs to third period. Therefore, it contains 3 shells. The number of period is going to be concerned with the number of shell or orbit. This is the first orbit. Here is first orbit, second orbit, and here is the third orbit. So, okay. This is the third orbit. So, atomic number is sodium is 11. It's okay. Sodium belongs to third period, and therefore there are 3 shells, that is orbits. 3 ऑर्बिट असतात. 3 ऑर्बिट्स मध्ये मग 11 जो आहे तो हा हे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, पहिल्या शेल मध्ये 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन, त्याच्यानंतर दुसऱ्या शेल मध्ये 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 आणि 8 हे 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन. आणि 8 आणि 2 10 शेलमध्ये 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन, असे 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन याचं डिस्ट्रीब्युशन. आपण इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशनवरती एक सेपरेट लेक्चर घेणार आहोत जे आपल्याला येत नाही, परंतु इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन समजून घेण्यासाठी जे अतिशय महत्त्वाचं आहे ते मी एक सेपरेट लेक्चर घेऊन डिस्कस करणार आहे. सो ॲटॉमिक रेडियस इज नथिंग बट द डिस्टन्स बिटवीन द outermost shell and center of the nucleus. Center of the core is called as atomic radius. आता ॲटमचा न्यूक्लियस केंद्र आणि बाह्यतम कक्षा याच्यामधील अंतराला ॲटॉमिक रेडियस असं म्हटलं जातं. So what is meant by the atomic radius? The distance between the center of the nucleus and outermost shell is called as the atomic radius. The distance between center of nucleus and outermost shell of an atom of the element is called as atomic radius. Is called as atomic radius. Atomic radius, the distance between the center of the atom and the outermost shell, it is called as a atomic radius. Atomic radius have a unit picometer. Atomic radius have a that is atomic radius and we measure in picometer, that is pm. The pm is the smallest unit to measure the length, which is less than the nanometer. That is 1 picometer is equals to 10⁻⁻12 meter. And in the conversion is picometer. 1 picometer is equals to 1⁻⁻12 meter. This is the relation between picometer and meter. So the atomic radius is important to discuss about the atomic size of the element. So atomic size we have to discuss later on. First of all, we are going to consider about the atomic radius. It's okay. There are two trends. There are two gradations. That is within a group and within a period. So first trend we have to discuss when we move within a period from left to right, atomic radius going to decreases. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण आवर्तनामध्ये डावीकडून उजवीकडे चालत जाऊ, उजवीकडे सरकत जाऊ, तसतशी एलिमेंटच्या ॲटमची जी काही ॲटॉमिक रेडियस आहे ते ॲटॉमिक रेडियस काय होत जाणार आहे, कमी होत जाणार आहे. ठीक आहे. आता फक्त आपल्याला एवढं बोलून चालणार नाही की ती कमी होते. वी वांट टू वी हॅव टू गिव्ह द प्रॉपर रिझन फॉर इट. आपल्याला त्यासाठी प्रॉपर असं स्ट्रॉंग असं कारण देता आलं पाहिजे की का ॲटॉमिक रेडियस ही पिरियडमध्ये डावीकडनं उजवीकडे जात असताना का कमी होत जाते. तर आपण दोन एलिमेंट पुन्हा डिस्कस करूयात. ऑलरेडी सोडियम आपण डिस्कस केला आहे. सोडियमचा जर विचार केला तर सोडियम हा थर्ड पिरियडचा मधला एलिमेंट आहे. Since the element belongs to third period. Now how many electrons are there? 11 electrons. How many protons are there? So 11 protons are there. These 11 protons are going to be holding with a particular strength to that 11 electrons. या 11 इलेक्ट्रॉनला किंवा बाह्यतम इलेक्ट्रॉनला हे जे काही जो काही सोडियमचा जो काही कोर आहे त्याने एका विशिष्ट ताकदीने होल्ड करून ठेवलेला आहे. ठीक आहे. मग आता आपण जसजसं पिरियडमध्ये मूव्ह फ्लक्च्युएट होऊ सोडियम नंतर आपण जाऊ मॅग्नेशियमकडे, त्याच्यानंतर ॲल्युमिनियमकडे, त्याच्यानंतर सिलिकॉन, त्याच्यानंतर त्याच्यानंतर फॉस्फरस, त्याच्यानंतर सल्फर, त्याच्यानंतर क्लोरीन, त्याच्यानंतर आर्गॉन. ज्यावेळेस आपण या एलिमेंटकडे जाणार आहोत त्यावेळेस त्याच्यामधील बघा आता सोडियम, त्याच्यानंतर मॅग्नेशियमचा क्रमांक किती आहे? 12 आहे. ओके. दॅट इज सोडियम 11, देन सोडियम 11, मॅग्नेशियम 12, त्याच्यानंतर ॲल्युमिनियम 13, त्याच्यानंतर सिलिकॉन 14, फॉस्फरस 15, त्याच्यानंतर सल्फर 16, त्याच्यानंतर क्लोरीन 17 आणि त्याच्यानंतर आर्गॉन 18. जर आपण असं यांचे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन केलं, असे जर आपण ॲटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर जर काढलं तर ॲटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चरमध्ये या सगळ्या एलिमेंटची हे जे काही एलिमेंट्स आहेत या सगळ्या एलिमेंटचे ॲटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चरमध्ये समान काय असेल तर या 3 शेल समान असतील. बरोबर आहे. ज्यावेळेस मी सोडियमचा काढलाय त्यावेळेस या 3 शेल आहेत. 3 शेलमध्ये मी सोडियम दिला आहे इथं 11, त्याच्यानंतर 11 इलेक्ट्रॉन दिले. बरोबर आहे. 2, 8, 1. ज्यावेळेस मी मॅग्नेशियमचं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फिगरेशन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्ट्रक्चर काढेल त्यावेळेस 2, 8, 10 आणि इथं एक 11 होता, इथं एक वाढेल. ओके. मीन्स इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर गोइंग टू बी गेट ॲडेड इनटू द सेम शेल. इट्स ओके. म्हणजे हे अंतर इथला जो काही इथले जे काही पॉझिटिव्ह चार्जेस आहेत यांची ताकद ही या इलेक्ट्रॉनवर काय होणार आहे? वाढत जाणार आहे. व्हेन इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर गोइंग टू बी ॲडेड इन द सेम शेल ॲट दॅट टाइम द होल्डिंग फोर्स इज गोइंग टू बी इन्क्रीजेस. हा होल्डिंग फोर्स म्हणजे स्ट्रेचिंग फोर्स ज्यावेळेस इन्क्रीज होईल तशी ही काय होईल त्याची ॲटॉमिक साईज काय होत जाईल? कमी होत जाईल. 3 ॲड झाल्यानंतर 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन ॲड झाल्यानंतर इथं 3 प्रोटॉन येतील. म्हणजे त्या शेलमध्ये इलेक्ट्रॉन ॲड झाल्यामुळे या जी अजून जास्त ताकदीने काय करणार आहे हा जो कोर आहे हा या इलेक्ट्रॉनला होल्ड करणार आहे. ज्यावेळेस होल्ड करेल त्यावेळेस याची साईज काय होणार आहे? कमी होणार आहे. मीन्स continuously when the new electrons are going to be added within a same shell at that time the stretching force is also going to be increases and results into the decrease in the atomic size. So whatever we have to mention here, when we move within a period from left to right atomic size going to decreases आणि अशा पद्धतीने atomic size काय होणार आहे? decrease होणार आहे. So we are going to mention the proper reason for it. Atomic size going to be decreases because within period the electrons get added in same shape. Due to that, the stretching force due to that outermost electrons are strongly attracted towards nucleus. Hence atomic radius going to decrease. Atomic radius going to be decreases. So how it is going to be decreases numerically we are going to so atomic radius of the sodium is 186 picometer. Then the atomic radius of magnesium is 160 picometer. Then what are the atomic radius of aluminum is 140 picometer. Then what are the atomic radius of silicon is near about 118 picometer. 118 picometer. Atomic radius of the phosphorus is 110 picometer. Here is 110 picometer. Atomic radius of sulfur is 103 picometer. 103 picometer. Atomic radius of chlorine is 100 picometer. And whatever the atomic radius of argon is 98 पिकोमीटर. बघा आता सोडियमचे ॲटॉमिक रेडियस 186 पिकोमीटर आहे, मॅग्नेशियमचे 107 पिकोमीटर आहे, ॲल्युमिनियमचे 143 आहे, सिलिकॉनचे 118 पिकोमीटर आहे, फॉस्फरसचे 110 पिकोमीटर आहे, सल्फरचे 103 पिकोमीटर आहे, क्लोरीनचे 100 पिकोमीटर आणि आर्गॉनचे 98 पिकोमीटर आहे. मीन्स व्हेनेवर वी आर गोइंग टू मूव फ्रॉम लेफ्ट टू राइट within a period in a modern periodic table, the atomic radius is going to be a decreases. Atomic radius का चालते decrease होत चालते. नोटेशन में जर मला पाहिजे असेल तर ही मोठी आहे, 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 ही मोठी आहे आणि सर्वात छोटी कुठली आहे आर्गॉनची आहे. दिस इज पिरियडिक टेंट 186. या दोघांची जर कंपॅरिझन केली आपण there is a slightly means near about 26 picometer is the difference. But whenever we are going to check the terminal elements and whenever we are going to discuss their difference between their atomic radius is twice 98 आणि तिकडं 186 आणि यांच्यामध्ये फार मोठा फरक आहे, परंतु हळूहळू बदलत जाते. 163 इथं जर पाहिलं तर इथं 23चा फरक पडतोय, इथं जर पाहिलं तर म्हणजे अशा पद्धतीनं फरक पडत चालतो. ठीक आहे. दिस इज नथिंग बट द पिरियड टेन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पिरियडिक टेन अबाउट द ॲटॉमिक रेडियस व्हेनेवर वी आर गोइंग टू मूव विदिन अ period left to right. Now we are going to discuss about the same criteria we are going to apply it for group. So atomic radius within group. मग आता ग्रुप मध्ये ॲटॉमिक रेडियस काय होईल तर त्याचं आपण पाहणार आहोत. So I am going to consider about the element which is first group element, and what are the first group element is nothing but हायड्रोजन. पहिला ग्रुप आपण डिस्कस करूया. हायड्रोजन, लिथियम, सोडियम, लीना, पोटॅशियम, क सोके, त्याच्यानंतर रुबिडियम, लीना, कर, सल्फर, that is cesium, and last one is the francium. Here is this hydrogen belongs to first period. This is first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period, and seventh period. This is group first. So now whenever we are going to try to draw. Here is hydrogen, one electron. So it is belongs to first period, therefore one shell. Now for lithium, whenever we are going to draw, here two shells. It's okay. This second period, that is atomic number 1, atomic number 3. Here is 3 electrons, 2 shells. Okay. This sodium 11 belongs to third period, therefore here 3 shells. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 2, 8, 11 electrons. Now the shells are 3. What about the potassium? Potassium belongs to fourth period. चौथ्या पिरियड मध्ये म्हणजे शेल किती आला? 4. 1, 2, 3 आणि 4. What are the atomic number of potassium is 19. 19. So okay. 2, 8. त्याच्यानंतर इतर उरलेले 8 आणि 2 10, 10, 8, 18 आणि 1, 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18 आणि 19. 2, 8, 8, 1 या पद्धतीने. Whatever we have to observe here, hydrogen have one shell, one orbit. Lithium have 2 orbits. Sodium have 3 orbits. Potassium have 4 orbits. Rubidium have 5 orbits. Cesium have 6 orbits. And what about the francium? Francium have 7 orbits. Means whenever we are going to move from top to bottom, a new shell is going to be get added. New shell is going to be get added. नवीन shell तिथे काय होते? Add होत चालते. And whenever a new shell is going to be get added, at that time atomic radius is going to be increases. Means the distance between the outermost shell and the center of the atom is going to be increases. आणि म्हणून ज्यावेळेस एक नवीन शेल त्या atomic structure मध्ये ऍड होईल त्यावेळेस त्याची atomic radius काय होणार आहे? वाढणार आहे. And therefore we have to mention that whenever we are going to move from top to bottom within a group in a modern periodic table, the atomic radius is going to be increases. That is when we move from top to bottom in the group within modern periodic table, atomic radius going to increases. So anybody ask us or anybody explain your sentence or explain your statement, then how would we explain that? At each and every stage, the new shell is going to be a bit added, and that is why the size of the atom is going to be increases whenever we are going to move within a group, and therefore the atomic radius is going to be increases. So we are going to list out whatever the atomic radius of that element. Here the atomic radius of this first is hydrogen is 52 pm, 52 पिकोमीटर एवढी त्याची आहे. त्याच्यानंतर लिथियम have atomic radius 152 picometer. Sodium have atomic radius 186 picometer. 186 picometer. Then potassium have atomic radius that is 231 picometer. Rubidium have atomic radius 244 picometer. And cesium have atomic radius near about 262 picometer. Means whatever we have to observe here, whenever we are going to move from top to bottom, 52, 152, 186, 231, 244, 262 म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण ग्रुपमध्ये फ्लो होतो त्यावेळेस एलिमेंटच्या ॲटमची ॲटॉमिक साईज काय जाते, वाढत जाते. अशा पद्धतीने आपण पहिला एक जो प्रॉपर्टी होती त्याचा पिरियडिक टेन पाहिला. येणाऱ्या लेक्चर्समध्ये आपण उर्वरित पिरियडिक टेन्स बघूया. आपण हे चॅप्टर आता शेवटच्या टप्प्यात येऊन पोहोचलो आहे. आपल्या साधारणतः 1 किंवा 2 लेक्चर फार तर होईल आणि हे चॅप्टर आपलं संपेल. तुम्हाला या चॅप्टरविषयी ज्या काही अडचणी असतील त्या अडचणी मला कमेंटच्या माध्यमातून विचारा. ठीक आहे. काल कुठेतरी 2 ठिकाणी बोलताना थोडंफार चूक झाली होती. एक चूक म्हणजे की एलिमेंट्स काउंट करताना मी 18 मोजले आणि नंतर 8 ईच ऑफ 8 म्हटलं. तर तेवढे करेक्शन बोलण्यामध्ये लिहिण्यामध्ये कुठल्याही प्रकारचं करेक्शन नाही. तसंच एक करेक्शन असं झालं, एक चूक अशी झाली होती की मी एक्सप्लेन ॲक्टनाइड केली परंतु शेवटी डेफिनेशनला बोलताना ती लॅन्थनाइड बोललो. तर तेवढं एक करेक्शन करून घ्या. सगळेजण घरातच असाल, घरातच राहा, स्वतःची काळजी घ्या, इतरांची काळजी घ्या. धन्यवाद.